Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish, the Conqueror. Now, last time we discovered... Oh, okay. Last time we discovered, if I go with my quick travel, the Gates. I believe we're completely done with the Haven lands at this point. So now, well, we'll be coming back to the Tinker's Tower, I guess, probably. Or we can just, it's a shop actually, isn't it? So we did the Gates, but I said I wanted to find the Mirefangs and the Ariel Thicket, because there was some good stuff just sitting at the gates, and if I just walked into these places earlier, maybe I could have picked up some stuff that would help me with my next bit of my quest. Here. I am going to be going to the Vol, but we'll at least loot these other two places first. Now, I ended up taking a couple of days off from the recording, and it's actually been a week since I've played this. I was just really busy, so... And I thought I was going to be getting caught up with my videos, which is why I didn't make an announcement video that I wouldn't be doing it. And then it just got to a point where I was like, no, I'm just going to have to drop it all and resume from a later date, which is what I'm doing now. Anyway, this is the main road from the Haven Colony to Ukatish Lands. It passes through the Mirefangs, a series of sharp stone spires sticking up out of the mud. A raised stretch of dirt spans the marsh, but it is blocked by a series of towers built between the fangs. There was once a Haven outpost here, guarding your end of the passage and providing services to caravans passing through. This is probably just going to be a talking and reading episode, I guess, but we'll do what we can. Now it is the headquarters of the West Battalion, one of the three main forces your mother sent to retake Sacramentum. This place is full of activity. Soldiers are repairing the roads and erecting tents. When you arrive, all who see you stop and kneel. There's sure to be a commander here, ready for your orders. Yes. All is well. Good. Wizard, soldier, sage, soldier. Hail Queen Sharon, glad to be here. Camp is secure. As you pass through the busy camp, you spot the officer in charge. He's sitting by the fire to the north, reading reports and shutting orders. He is young for a general, blonde, jolly, and loud. When he sees your approach, he nods to you and sets his papers aside. He's been waiting for you. The towers of the Mirefangs fell into disuse long ago. They had passage through this area. A long, rickety bridge was built over this stretch of water. What little travel entered the Ukat in Haven's absence crossed it. However, recently, a long section of the middle of the bridge was removed. Perhaps the Ukatish have already heard of Haven's return, and the news does not please them. Okay. We must open the Mirefangs. Nothing I can interact with here. Wizard, are you guys going to blow up this gate and let me through? It's going to be how these all work, isn't it? Hello, General Ajax. Meet a general of the Haven Army. He is young, blonde, dashing, and handsome. Reminds you of Sutter. He isn't holed up in the stone hall. He is out here by the fire, watching over his soldiers personally. When you approach, he rises and then kneels. Prince, I am General Ajax. I am honored that you have brought us here, and we are eager to act. Wait for him to rise from the Ukatish mud. He doesn't. I am ready to report. I mean, this would be accurate, but I'll be polite to him. Go ahead and report, General. He stands. With pleasure. Our journey over the sea went well, better than expected. The 5th Army, 6th Battalion, informally called the West Battalion, is at full strength. 300 soldiers with full magical and artillery support. Some are camped here, others are securing nearby land. We are at your service. I am here to receive your orders and to give guidance if wanted. Okay. What is the status of the West Battalion? We are at full strength. Our numbers are around 300. At this point, we have no concerns. There's no need for concern. Is there anything I can do for you? General Ajax shrugs. It's not your job to serve us. We're here to help you. Are you worried about being attacked? No, they have long memories, the Ukatish. They know that as long as we are attacked by an Ukatish force of less than 4,000, we should be fine. Are you that confident in your troops? They're fine Haven soldiers, best in the known world. Best equipment, best training, high morale, solid organization. Our whole empire is built on the backs of such as these. The soldiers cheer. The only thing that worries us is disease. That is the way Ukatish lands kill. Fortunately, we learned a lot from our previous time here. I'll keep them in fighting shape. What if I ordered you to attack the Ukatish? Your older brother was quite clear on that point. I'm supposed to use my own judgment to some extent. I won't send our battalion into a suicide mission in the swamps. To go fight, we first need allies in Ukat lands. Getting those is your job. Alright. Well, you know what? Since I'm not doing this right now, let's save Since I'm not doing this right now, let's save all of that talking for when we actually go into the Ukatish lands. There's an explosion to the north. A pair of Haven wizards have unleashed a formidable wave of fire. Moments later, the iron gates fly out of their frame. The wizards walk off happily, satisfied with the job well done. The way into the Mirefangs, and thus Ukatish lands, is open. And the wizards also disappeared. Just open the Mirefangs. Okay, well, there's something I'm going to have to do in here. Haven Soldier, Ewan Barnett. Sure. A large assortment of new arms and armor, fresh from Haven, are arrayed before you. A young man, a newly minted soldier, also fresh from Haven, watches over them. He snaps to attention. Quartermaster Ewan Barnett, ready to report. Here your report. All supplies are here and accounted for. The West Battalion is fully equipped. Wait for more. Apparently, that's it. Ewan stands stock straight, ready for whatever comes. I could use some supplies. Of course, please take what you want, Prince. He looked the stuff over. It's all fine, but nothing is better than what you were initially equipped with. Okay. What does this fort need? Nothing from you, Prince. The Queen provided us with everything we need. We don't need to take up your valuable time, Prince. He thinks things over. But if you were to want your supply caravans to not be bothered, there are things that could be done that we can't do. Alright, you're right, never mind. Speak freely, soldier. Yes, Prince. The southwest is an abandoned Ukatish town. Jellum, it's called. It's full of mirelings. If there's trade, they will bother it, steal our goods, you know? The general can't drive them out, but you might know someone who can. So I have to go kill a bunch of mirelings. Okay. What are mirelings? Some sort of horrible sacramentum thing, a mix of wolf and human. We saw them on the way here, mindless, violent, and hungry, very, very creepy. What should I do with the mirelings? If you can find a way to talk to them, you might be able to convince them to leave. At least, that's what Sage Bayarma says. But she's an optimist. I don't think that's possible. Alright, did we get a quest? Yes. Okay. That might reduce theft in the Ukat province, if I had to guess. I have the records. That would be Sage Bayarma. Okay. Treaty of vassalage between Haven and the Ukatish. Okay, we'll read that later. Early days of the Ukatish. We'll read that later. Reading a book. Okay. Tactical advice. Fire and steel. In the warfare of the known lands, there are most often two ways to slay foes, with physical damage, swords and bows, and magical damage, spells and wands. Physical armor, like chainmail and shields, is far more effective at protecting against physical attacks. Enchanted armor, like the robes and cowls favored by mages, does more to shield against magical attacks. When equipping warriors of Haven, take note of the different attacks favored by our vassals. For example, the Vul and Ukatish are far more likely to use physical weapons. The Ariel specialize in magical attacks. Right. Makes sense. The West Battalion, as expected, has a sage, someone who can read and write and keep records, possesses intelligence, and records the histories of the battalion. This battalion hasn't always been called the West Battalion, and it has many decades of service. What does surprise you, however, is that the sage is an elderly Ukatish woman. When you approach, she doesn't say anything. She simply sets down her pen and stares up at you. Stare back. You stare. She stares. The room grows increasingly tense. The sage reminds you of your mother. She's not a queen, but she is arrogant. I am Prince Nithin of Haven. She lets out a long sigh and nods. She rises and with difficulty kneels. She rises, she says, I am Sage Bayarma, Prince. You have returned. I have resumed my duties. What is your job here? It is what it has long been. I am a sage for Haven. And as I was for your mother before she fled. I keep records and I advise your kind about the Ukatish. Now tell me about the books here. There's information about the Ukatish. You know little of our ways, I am sure. They will help you. There's also a copy of your treaty with my people. The reason we are all here, I suppose. You should see the piece of paper you're risking your life to enforce. You have served for decades? Yes, Prince. I even saw your mother when she visited. She was much younger then. I swore service. When you were gone, I couldn't serve, but the oath remained. What information do you have here? Little that would concern you, beside what is in the books. The records of soldiers, supplies, bits of history from when you were here before. It is still all in disarray. I knew it would be. That is why, when I heard the battalion had come, I came quickly. Why did you return? I was bound by oath. I do not become a sage of Haven without swearing loyalty. Did you want to return? I have seen how the Ukatish fared since your kind left. Many think it was better. I am not sure. I think you can benefit my clan. More than that, I can't say. Please tell me what clan you're from. The Brock clan. In this fort, however, I am not of the clan. I am of Haven. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks. Okay, well, no loot here. I know there's a bunch of dialogue I didn't do. There's a bunch of... Oops. A bunch of books I didn't read. But like I said, that's going to be for when I'm actually going into the Ucat lands. As for now... we will go all the way over here. Is it faster to fast travel instead of walking? I wonder. I mean, it's faster for me, but I wonder if it's faster in in-game terms. Okay, I missed a spot. Oh, there's still slime there, huh? Aerial border. Hello, person. Are you running away from me? You have a peculiar encounter. There is a lone woman here. She is tall, thin, and unarmed. She wears a long flowing dress, suitable for a fancy dinner party. Her skin is a light pale green. In her hand she holds a pair of pruning shears. She is walking among the thorny thickets, tending to them. She cuts off some branches. She yanks new shoots. You want to work for a while. She knows you are there, but she doesn't look at you. Just attack her. Yeah, so she's got the green skin. That means she's an Ariel. I am Prince Nithin of Haven. She turns and looks you in the eye. She opens her mouth, about to say something. Then she changes her mind and turns to walk into the woods. The snags and thorns don't stop her. They don't even catch on her dress. In a moment, she is gone. Okay. Spiders there. Slime here. All of this evasion always happens. Really? 3 evades? Man, this is ridiculous. To 24, 12 to 16. Okay, this is more damage. Oh, I'm ensnared. Can't move anymore. Well, I guess we're doing this then. Okay, relatively easy fight. I don't see anything here. That's already fully explored, okay. Aerial border, there's a bunch of boxes there. At the far end of this thicket, you see a worrying sight. Several of your soldiers have been cornered. They were exploring this glade, and spiders scuttled out of the thorny trees and encircled them. They are outnumbered. Without help, you will lose them. You swore service to Haven, and you need every soldier you can get. You rush forward and help them fight the spiders. Giant recluse, trapdoor spiders. I don't know what the recluses are about. The trapdoor spiders are not that strong. Even Archer, really? Right there? Yeah. I'm not trying to attack it, I'm trying to move. I'm going to move it. Okay, well. Guys, these Haven soldiers are probably stronger than me. Just judging by their gear. Looks like they're wearing heavy armor. Poison Rain. maybe not finishing off the weak ones. The better strategy might actually be to go for the full health ones so that I can do my AoE. Shockwave, sure. The spiders have been destroyed. When the soldiers see you saved them, they kneel awestruck. Thank you, Prince. We never expected to see you here. We are honored that you helped us. They bandage their wounds and depart, heading as fast as they can for the nearest outpost. Well, that should boost the morale of my troops. Here are some weird plants here. Path of the aerial woods is to the east. You find a band of Haven soldiers, fresh warriors of the East Battalion. They aren't used to the aerial woods yet, and they are jumpy. You approach them and calm them down before they can run away. They were afraid that you were an illusion or a ghost. Your battalion is waiting at the path into aerial lands, ready for your commands. They are eager, even hungry, to fight and take control of the aerial woods. Guess that's that way. Well, since I never actually explored this... No, I did. I came up that way. Okay. I remember. So I had just missed this. I had seen everything else. Fine. The forests of the Ariel are surrounded by a thick, thorny, impenetrable thicket of woods. Just burning and hacking your way in is far beyond your capability. The main route into their lands is a narrow path through the woods. The Ariel clear it sometimes, so they can send envoys and traders to the Vol and the Ukatish. You will have to get in through here. One of your battalions is camped at the entrance to the narrow path. Hundreds of your soldiers, freshly arrived on Sacramentum, are waiting for you to come and deliver orders. The thorny, nightmarish thicket blocking off the aerial woods has a gap here. This was a trading post and customs station where people trying to enter aerial lands could be questioned. A gravel road stretches north into their thick woods. When you approach, you see a heartening sight: Haven soldiers. The East Battalion has come here from the Haven docks and set up camp. Some warriors are tending to their weapons, others are chopping at the thicket, which is, constantly, slowly growing into the base. There is an old, slumping aerial hall to the west. Haven soldiers guard the door. That must be where the battalion headquarters is. Hail to the prince. When can we advance? Aha! Found a chest. Oh, just wood. I guess that makes sense. Sage, soldier, sage, General Toru. The general of this battalion is sitting at the end of the table, working efficiently through piles of maps and ledgers. He's the sort of grey functionary you've seen by the thousands, parading through your mother's throne room. You played countless pranks on them as a child. Now you have to deal with one. He kneels. When he rises and says... Then he rises and says, "I am General Toru of the 3rd Army, 5th Battalion." His voice is flat and clinical. "Welcome, Prince. I have a report for you." "I will accept your report." "Of course, Prince. I have been pained by my lack of a superior to report to. Our battalion, now called the East Battalion, has firmly established this camp. We have had no battles, taken no casualties, our supplies are good. However, we have not been able to enter the Ariel Woods. We hope for guidance and assistance." "From me?" "When I was sent here, I was given both orders and limits. I can only send soldiers and resources into the aerial woods under certain circumstances. The first entry, for example, must be made by you. Until you have opened the way, I can only look after my battalion and prepare." Okay. Now why is a general in charge of a mere battalion? Because this is a very important battalion and a very important job. I was personally selected for this job. It is a great honor. Don't worry. My warriors will fight with the ferocity of a full army. Thanks for the report. I'll be going now. You get an emotional reaction from this dusty fellow. It's very satisfying. But your sister assured me you were coming to lead us. I I will not question you, Prince. I hope you learn about our situation first, though. Alright, fine. I want to know more about the Ariel. They are a strange and erratic people, a lot of strange beliefs, uncontrolled magic, all manner of nonsense. I've dealt with them before. They have an unusual, tiered society. What makes you so suitable to deal with them? Because the Ariel are surrounded by mist and confusion, whimsy and distractions. They tend to make it difficult to focus. I prevail by never forgetting the most important thing. What is that? Don't pay attention to their nonsense. Remember your goal. Strike. They will crumble like anyone else. For more, talk to Sage Malta. She is a student of their ways. I'm just an old soldier. Alright. We'll talk to you more about Sage Malta later. A guide to the resources of Sacramentum. To build up forts in Sacramentum, you'll need wood, stone, iron, and quicksilver. Wood can be found all over this continent. To get iron, go west to the swamps of the Ukatish. To get stone, go south to the war-torn mountains of the Vol. To get quicksilver, that most precious and unpredictable of substances, go east to the Ariel Woods. I want iron, don't I? Maybe I should go to the Ukatish instead. But no, I read all the stuff about the Vol. We'll go there first. It's fine. Ariel, we'll read that later. The headquarters of the East Battalion are very cramped. Too many soldiers and officers are jammed into one old dilapidated Ariel trading post. The East Battalion Sage has been crammed with her records in a little corner of these barracks. She sits hunched on her chair, maps and ledgers piled up to her knees. She looks up at you. She touches her finger lightly to her temple. Then she says, "Hello, Prince. I am Malta, the Sage." Why are you touching your head like that? Oh yes, I should explain. I am attuned to the mental vibrations of the world. Sometimes I hear messages. It helps with my work as a... Excuse me. She touches her temple for a while. Sorry, as a sage. So you are the official battalion sage? Of course, I keep the records, send out the general's orders, maintain the honored history of the battalion. What drew you to the Ariel Woods? Well, orders, of course. The Queen sent us. A really honorable post. A lot of battalions fought for us. Lots of promotions are going to come out of... She winces and touches her temple. What are you sensing now? I don't know. These woods, they are infused with magic, spirits. I hear them all the time. It is hard to sleep. The Ariel are weird, so you'll fit right in. That's a good thing to say. I hope you can learn something valuable. I will try. The Ariel were a mystery even before the calamity. They have had decades more to become even stranger. But I will tease out their secrets. I will. Are you the only sage in this area? I was. Our battalion had another, Sage Quentin. He isn't here now. I was to work with him once you open Deepwood Keep. Maybe you can learn more there. Tell me about the Ariel. I'll be glad to help. I have been reading all of their old records, and okay, we'll do that later. Yep. Door is locked, I don't have the key. Treaty of Vassalage, we read that later. Eat a meal. Margaret Martin. The kitchen for the battalion is a tornado of noisy energy, and your soldiers gobble their food, shout at each other, and plan the glorious campaigns to come. The eye of the tornado is an elderly woman with a broad grin and limitless energy. She cooks food, serves it, banters, and acts as quartermaster at the same time. When you enter, the whole place gets eerily quiet. Soldiers are nervous. Then the woman cries, "Welcome, Prince! I am Margaret Martin. I am the battalion's mother, and we are ready to serve." They all cheer and return to their business. You're the mother here? Yes, I feed them, clothe them, advise them. I guess I'm a mother, whether home or abroad. Since I'm the quartermaster, I might have some advice for you too, ways to get us the supplies we need. Alright, what sort of advice do you have? We have some supplies, but not enough. We need more. However, we can't send soldiers into the Ariel to get it. Queen's orders. You, on the other hand, she pauses to give a soldier some arrows. There is an old cache of valuable cinnabar nearby. Our records say Haven bought it, but never collected it. If you could make sure it's there and unguarded, we could collect it. Okay, I guess that's what those crates are that I saw. Where's the cache? In the grove of woods due east of here and north of Sliven. There may still be an old tattered Haven banner marking it. Alright, any idea what dangers might be there? No idea, I just have the map and the contract, both very old. Why do I need to recover it? You don't need to bring it. You just need to clear away any guards or pests or toothy vermin. Then I can sneak in some workers to clear the stuff out. With luck, we can use the cinnabar to get more quicksilver for you. What services do you offer? I'm the cook and quartermaster. Too much work, but it's what we were stuck with. I make do. Supply and food, that's what I offer. I could use some supplies. She thinks. Not sure I have anything suitable for a prince. Give me some time to look around. Why don't you go find a way through this accursed thicket? Okay, we could use a hot meal. Margaret serves you up stew and bread. A bit humble for you, sure, but it's what we have. Flavorful and delicious. How did you come to be here? She brushes back her gray hair. I volunteered. I heard rumors back home that Haven was to return to Sacramentum. I left my family and argued until General Toru brought me along. Family history? My grandfather served in Sacramentum. He was here when the Ariel became a proper vassal. He was old when the calamity happened, and our leaving broke his heart. I'm here in his memory. Who did you leave behind? 5 children, quite an assortment of grandchildren. I'm sure they miss me, and I know I miss them. Still, I have to teach them by example. That's why I'm here, for Haven. What drove you to come here? Some of the soldiers laugh when they hear this. I serve Haven, and, I confess, for the adventure. I served in a few vassals when I was young, before I married. I always wanted to return to this life. And you aren't afraid? No, Haven soldiers are the best anywhere. There's no force on this continent that can stand to face a full, prepared Haven force, let alone our East Battalion. Okay. Well, looks like that's it for now. You hear a rush of flame to the north. A hot wind rushes over you. A pair of Haven wizards have unleashed a carefully controlled beam of fire. Soon they walk out, happily satisfied with the job well done. They have at least temporarily cleared the way into the thicket. It will be up to you to find a way through. Of course. More Haven soldiers. Okay, that's what that is. You press on into the thicket. As you pass the gray thorny trees, they let out a slow creaking sound. They are growing. As you walk forward, they expand behind you, trying to trap you inside. You learn 2 things from this. 1. The Ariel has some powerful magic. 2. If you press on, you should be prepared to be unable to retreat. Okay, well, we're not going that way yet. This is currently blocked. What? Okay, I have to if I want to get through. Well, I guess we'll do this later. Anyway, I've got this on the map. Back to the Vulgates. Really? Back to Fort Haven. Okay, we arrested. Back to the Vulgates. So there were bandits here, as I recall. We entered the Vulgates. The Vul mostly abandoned this fortress. Haven lands were mostly empty, and the Vul couldn't spare forces to man it. They have their own rebellion to deal with. It's not empty, though. There must be defenders here. Some of them were shooting at your forces. You listen carefully. Occasionally a muttered voice or a few footsteps echo to you. You enter the central courtyard of the Vulgates. Lots of trading used to happen here. When the gates were abandoned, piles of stuff were left behind. It was preserved well by the dryness and the dust. About 40 feet above you to the south, you see windows. There is an office or control room up there. For a moment, you see someone watching you from up there, and then they disappear into the shadows. Okay, well, can't go that way, can't go that way. Can't go that way, so I guess we go this way. Empty box. Empty box. Alright. Looks like a fairly linear progression, just to make sure... Yep, that didn't. That did not open. Custom records. You pass rows of pens, each held shut with a massive iron gate. You watch for intruders or guards, but nobody's in sight. But then the ground vibrates under your feet. You hear iron scraping against stone. A nearby gate starts to open. The Vulgates do have their defenses, and someone somewhere is controlling them. When the Vulgates were abandoned, stray monsters moved in. When the rebels took the fort over, they used these monsters to make traps for you. Not the warmest welcome to the Vul. There's a scorpion. A couple of scorpions, it looks like. I can't see it, okay. Fine, then we'll do it this way. A huge lizard, okay. Yeah, they can't really hurt me, so I should save my... Oh wait, you were... I thought I had her selected, not her. Okay. Save my energy. Critical for 1 damage. Grinding opens, of course. Well, we have a lot of energy on our wizard. Just do some stuff. For that matter, now that I see the numbers of enemies, I'm sure I'm going to get energy back from this, so let's just cast Faint. More grinding. Okay, something up here, maybe? Why did you run all the way over there? Okay, so what was that grinding that just happened then? Okay, they're coming from all the way over here. Okay, Sand Scorpion. Might not have been the best use of a heal. Big damage from poison. 2 plus a third of your level. I feel like I'm starting to squander my energy now. Vulnerable. Durable effect. It's fine. We'll just go. Looks like everybody got 2 or more energy back. Alright, well. We took a hit. Took a bit of damage for that. We used up some potions. Locked, I don't have the key. Now there are stairs here, though. Stairs up. Oh no, okay, before we start doing that, Let's just spin these. Yeah, where did those monsters come from? Well, I don't think there's anything else we can do. So we opened that. We're gonna have to go up and do this to open the other side, I guess. Stuck in this position. Okay, not a puzzle. Good to know. Really? Both stairs lead the same way. Lizards. Ooh, fire lizard. That's not good. Okay, you weren't actually that scary. I just wasn't sure what you were gonna do. Magical / elemental damage, I guess. Man, I really feel like mischance is just too high in this game. Wonder if there's a way I can do something about that later. Control center. Okay, well that's where I want to be. Might as well use a heal. Get our energy back. Alright, well that's the way through. I'm gonna start opening some doors. Oh, it's locked. Of course it is. This, can you have another bedroom? Yep. Lol Owen Rebel. Fear resisted. Okay, well I think that spell just did nothing then. I'm gonna take this seriously because they're wearing heavy looking armor. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe they're not actually that scary. Wait, did you just miss? Again, mischance just seems to be way too high in this game. Sometimes it works out to my favor, sometimes it doesn't, but the problem is that it makes things unpredictable. Alright, use another heal. Use another heal. Did we get any energy back? None. Okay, I wasn't sure. Money, 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 money. Okay. Cool. 32, just like that. For an unnecessary fight that cost us 2 energy. So this is a completely linear dungeon, despite the way that it looks like it goes everywhere. It's completely linear with just a few things that I can choose to do or not to do. Several Vol brigands step out from behind pillars to the south. They aim bows at you. They all have vertical lines tattooed on their cheeks, some of them more than one. You try to ask who they are, but one of them shouts, "Haven is a friend of the Masha. We will never let you back in." Before you can ask what any of that means, they fire. Old robber. Oh, they have evasion. Well, I was just saying that it's wonderful that the evasion in this game is wonderful. Okay. We're going to... Oh, there's somebody up there. Okay. I guess... Try to be faster? You don't have evasion, actually. I should be targeting you first. Critical. And... Okay. Heal. Okay, one down. Good. You both have evasion on. I think we're going to heal our mage now. Okay, Scorpion's up there. Good to know. Evasion. Why? Why all the evasion? I mean, I know it doesn't really matter because... Because you don't have any penalties using your bow in melee. But I'll still engage you in melee anyway. I guess we'll heal you. I'm not down. There we go. I mean, you do have evasion up. Which is annoying. Poison remaining 2 turns. Got our... Ooh, +2 energy suddenly. 1 turn, well, okay, a heal is going to be better than spending an energy on... during the poison. Okay, well, I've got a whole bunch of doors I need to open. Only one of them is actually going to get me where I need to be. So I guess we're just doing a bunch of random encounters. Okay, nothing. Okay, a little pinchy, a little scaly, a little pokey. Excellent. Beastmaster, who definitely has a wand. Wand and shield. Oh, that's what was going on there. Like that, I guess. Okay, we're gonna have to... Oh, you're actually pretty sturdy. I'm worried about what you're gonna do. Silence, huh? And you summoned a scorpion. Well, my priest has nothing that they can do, aside from... 5, 6, 7, that's not gonna work. Yep. Oh, I hit my own character. Brilliant. I thought I didn't see something there. Oh well. Low, huh? 40% fewer turns. That is serious. That is very serious. Also, why is little Pokey not moving? Good for me, I guess. Damage. Okay, that fight wasn't too bad. Two turns. Yep, we're just gonna have to take it. The last of the people who are calling are uninspired. Okay, so day went up. That's fine. For my trouble, I get money, and an amber orb, which can only be used by you. Let's see. I'm currently using. Okay, well, this is just a straight upgrade, right? 3 and 6 instead of 2 and 4. And +5 mental resist and empty slot either way. Okay. We got an upgrade for a wizard. Nothing in here. Is it going to be trapped? Nope. Stone, okay. Wool buckler. Currently using a wood shield. So I guess the buckler is better. It only absorbs up to 60% of damage, not 70. And mine, it's 4/2, but I have a +1 physical augment in it. This is 5/2, but no augment slot. So I don't think it actually makes a difference. Okay, well, I mean, it's superior to that, so... Oh, can't... Really? Requires combat tier 1? Tier 1. Huh. Okay, well, now I know. Alright, nothing else there. Door is locked, I don't have a key. Really? Have I missed something? Build the Beastmaster. Oh, there's a chest here. Okay. The box is full of abandoned tools used in the fortress. Rope, crumbling bits of parchment, shackles. Digging into the trash, you'll also find an old key. Pocket it. The box is full of... Okay, same as before. Oh, now I have the key. Should be special items, Gates Master Key. Yep. Use a key to unlock. Getting ourselves some stone, probably. Yep. Null rock. Weird new sorts of stone are always being found in the Vol. Some have uses, some don't. Oh, I thought this was going to be an item. I was going to click it and I'd get 70 gold. Nope, I guess maybe I'm going to get a quest to pick that up later or something. Somebody's going to want that. Alright, so is that it for the ground level? No, there's a door over there I missed as well. Okay. But, now that we have the key, we can go in here. We're probably going to have a boss fight. Maybe not. We're done. Beast control cells. Beast cell controls. Okay. You give the lever a tug, it doesn't budge, doesn't budge, doesn't budge. Okay. Already been used. Castus. Full hall. At the far corner of the room, you see one surviving Owen warrior. He sits on the windowsill, 50 feet above the stone floor below, 1 foot dangling down. He could fall to his death at any moment. You note that he has 2 vertical dashes tattooed on his cheek. He looks at you with disgust. So, Haven is back. When we have hope, you come back to crush it. He looks down at the floor, far below. I want to talk. I arrest you in the name of Haven. No, I don't think that'll go well. Let's talk. To explain to humble Castus why we Owen must stay that way? Why is it the true order your corrupt queen... Why is it the true... Why it is the true order your corrupt queen commands? Are you one of the thieves who are hiding here? He spits on the floor in disgust. No, I came to talk to them, see if I could get them to help us, or at least to not rob Owen who come through here. They only cared about themselves. They disgusted me. Yeah, you seem very confident about me. I don't recall ever meeting you. I've heard the stories of Haven, of your Dark Queen. I know that you'll betray me. I know your goal. And my goal is? Make us your vassals again. Well, he's not wrong. You don't care what happens to us as long as it is far enough away and keeps you fat and rich. The Masha will pay you rich tribute. You will decide to help them keep the Owen enslaved. Rich tribute, you say? I can already see your greed killing our dreams. I haven't decided anything yet, but attacking us doesn't make me like you more. He starts to snap back at you. Then he decides that there isn't a point. He silently lets himself fall backward out of the window. Run to the window and look. You look out the window and see the central courtyard you passed through earlier. You also see the rope Castus placed before you arrived. He slid down it. You catch just a glimpse of him as he runs off to the south. Alright, so one of the major players in this area, I guess. Money. Curse resist. I'll give that to the priest, I guess. So we did a full clear of this place, and it actually wasn't all that hard. I feel like I have a lot of resources still. I mean, I did use all of my potions, and all of my energy on my priest, but I still have decent health and energy on everyone else. So unless there's something really, really nasty behind this door, use a lock. Just a chest, it's kind of what I was expecting. Grab some wood, sure. Using the main control... Oh, it lets me through here. Okay. Fine, I guess we'll follow your linear labyrinth all the way to the end. And then we're going to have to backtrack, aren't we? Yeah, so this was a relatively easy dungeon compared to the barb hideout that I did earlier. Which I guess makes sense. Because... oh, I can get it this way. Okay, that's nice. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. I guess because the barb hideout was a challenge, like, bonus dungeon, whereas this is mandatory and something that I probably should have done first, honestly. I guess that's the icon of the vole. Okay, grab some money. And nothing. Okay. Let's just... oh, we're not done. Okay, fine. Fire lizard, scorpion, scorpion. I should probably not just rush forward like that. Yeah, because now he's gonna die. Also, use her energy. I never use her energy. Poison rain. Well, I'm gonna have to hit myself if I'm gonna do it. What if I... no. Okay, fine. Shock it is. Apparently it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's gonna go down. Again, use your abilities. Really? Ah, it's you, okay. Yeah, he's poisoned 3 times. Yep. That ability even worth using? Bludgeon senseless. Should have done the haste first, really. Yeah, she's gonna go down. So much evasion. So much evasion. There we go.
Ugh.
You're still pretty hurt. Alright. Envoy Lawson Owen. You step out of the Vole gates and enter your southern vassal. The sun strikes you full on. It's very hot. There's an envoy waiting for you, a young man standing nervously at attention in the blazing heat. He watches as you approach. He has a scroll in his hand and a vertical black dash tattooed on his cheek. Achievement unlocked, into the desert. You emerge from the Vol gates and step into the Vol for the first time. Your eyes take a while to adjust to the blinding sun. When you can see again, you look for warriors, an army, to fight or greet you. Instead, you see one sweaty, sunburnt man. He wears light clothes, has a lone line tattooed on his face, and holds a scroll in his right hand. He looks utterly terrified. He approaches you, but for whatever reason he doesn't bow. Greetings, Havenite. I am Envoy Lawson Owen. I was sent from Vitasa. That is Prince Havenite to you. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Greetings, Prince Havenite. What do you want? He holds out the scroll. I was sent by Governor Alistair of Vitasa to bring this to you. He guessed that one of you would be coming through the gates. Take the scroll. You take the scroll from the trembling hand and read it. Dear honored envoy of Haven, welcome back to our land. Please join me for a meal and business in my palace in Vitasa. We can both profit. Governor Alistair. Thank you for the message. Reaches out to shake your hand. Then he thinks better of it, then bows, then kneels. Then he says goodbye and heads west as quickly as he can manage. I hope that everybody got the experience. Making sure. Am I going to get in trouble for doing this? Stone. Okay. Good, we have made it through the Vol gates. And promptly I'm sure that Mother's going to have something to say to us, so we'll go up to the portal, and also, I guess, go back to the Vol gates and talk to the commander there. Those seem like two places where we should really notify people that we've gotten into the Vol lands. We'll do that next time. I will see you then.